What's up, everybody? It's your boy back here again. We got our last 2 weeks of pulls. Finally was able to get over to the comic book shop about a town over. It's about a 20-25 minute drive, so I can't always get over there after work. It's kind of busy throughout the day. So I got my last 2 weeks, so I'm super excited to dig into these. I've been very anxiously awaiting all these. I got Carnage number 4. I got Carnage number 5, and I realized that I have 1, 2, 3, and 5. I don't have number 4. So my comic shop dug through their bins and grabbed that for me. Finally able to read Amazing Spider-Man number 6, Legacy number 900. I've heard mixed things about this. I flipped through it a little bit. I love the artwork. I haven't read Spider-Man since I was a kid. I'm more of a Spider-Man villain, and I heard this was a great jumping on point for the series. So Amazing Spider-Man is now on my pull list. I'm going to be reading that week in and week out. So I can't wait to read into this issue. Huge issue. Definitely excited for that. And then again, I have no idea how I missed these issues. I have issue 1, 2, and 4 of Ghost Rider. I missed issue 3. I read number 4, not even realizing I didn't read number 3. So LCS pulled that for me. And then to go along with that, I got the newest issue, Ghost Rider number 5. Love this cover. Absolutely banger of a cover. Reminds me of some of those classic Ghost Rider covers, but more of a modern artwork style. I'm a huge Ghost Rider fan, along with Spawn. Those are my 1 and 2s. Got Spider-Man 2099 Exodus. Looks like we got X-Men 2099 on there. Story's been hit or miss. The last issue was a lot better. Miguel was in it a lot more than he has more than the previous issues. So I'm kind of hesitant to read this because it's probably just going to be all X-Men and no Miguel, Spider-Man 2099. So continue reading it either way. One of my most excited books of the week, Edge of Spider-Verse, issue 1. Had to get that Scotty Young variant. Love Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2099. You got Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man, and the Spider-Noir on there. Love his art style. Huge Scotty Young fan. And then another book that's like hit or miss. Some weeks it's decent, other weeks it's more meh. But like I said, Venom's another one of my huge guys. I love the Spidey villains, so I got Venom number 9. If you're not feeling this run, I 100% recommend Venom Lethal Protector. Much better than this run, but continuing the story, I have to read this. But like I said, Venom Lethal Protector definitely gives you those 90 vibes. Moving on to DC, I got another one of my favorite books, Task Force Z. Last issue was definitely great. It's been a solid read every issue. There hasn't really been a down issue for me, personally anyways. So I love seeing where this is going. I love how they're doing Task Force Z and DC versus Vampires. And then I have this, who's this? Nathan Sadiri. Butchered his last name. But this is one of my covers of the year so far for me. I always say, I know I'm not hating or anything, but I know a lot of the art germ variants of the female characters, they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful artwork, but they're a little overplayed and oversaturated in my opinion. Week in and week out, you're always getting those female characters, and I like seeing more of maybe a battle scene or a male character done in that style. But like I said, the curves and the aspects of a female tend to look better on a cover. I can see where they're coming from. But you got Batgirl on the cover for DC versus Vampires number 8. Absolutely in love with this cover. I love how she has the blood on her. I love the colors of it. I love how she has the little crossbones in her hands with the bat and the full moons in the background. Love DC versus Vampires, and this is by far one of my strong contenders for cover of the year. And then I got this Venom homage for the Batman Chip Zdarsky 126 with Failsafe on the cover. Love that. Love that cover. Same thing with Spider-Man. I didn't start reading it until I started reading Batman last week, Spider-Man this week, and I absolutely fell in love with issue 125 of the Chip Zdarsky run. Artwork was phenomenal. So I grabbed that just for cover, and then I totally forgot that I had that in my pull list. So I grabbed this, the swimsuit variant. I guess I'm just gonna not open the other one and just I'll use this as my reader copy. But you got Batman standing there, and I think that's probably Catwoman. And then I'm current on Walking Dead Deluxe. I'm about to just cave and just buy like an eBay lot of Walking Dead Deluxe. If there's anybody out there that has some of the earlier issues, I have issue 1 and 4 of Walking Dead Deluxe. I need issues like 2 and then 3 through like 25. I would love to grab those. Leave it in the comments. I'm just trying to grab every issue of The Walking Dead Deluxe. That way I can read the story, because I'm not a fan of the black and white and I didn't want to grab the trades. But I have probably issue like 35 to current, so if I could fill in some of those sooner runs, I would love to start reading this. And now on to my favorite comics week in and week out, my Spawn titles. Spawn 332. I'm currently trying to complete every issue of Spawn. I've been kind of digging through the market and looking at issue. I know once I hit the issues like 100 and above, they get kind of pricey, but it's a lifelong goal for me. I'm a huge Spawn fan. I always have been since the 90s. I had a huge collection growing up as a kid until I sold all my comics. So Spawn issue 332. And then you got another Spawn title, Scorched issue 8. Like I said, they're all solid. Gunslinger has been my favorite, but King Spawn, the last 2 issues, how dark and brutal those last 2 issues were. That's why I love the Spawn universe, because kind of how gory and kind of how dark everything can be. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite universes. And then I was lucky enough to grab issue 3 as a back issue. I have like issue 1 through like 40, like 45 currently, and I was totally missing issue 3, so I grabbed that today. And then shout out to the Pop Shop in Sandusky, Ohio. They're my local LCS. I love them. Whoever is turning in these Spawn books, I love you. Because recently now there's like 50 issues, like 50 to 80 there, and I'm really the only person I see ever buying Spawn from there, so I always grab a couple when I'm there. But I grabbed issue 50, and then also grab issue 70. So I was super psyched. I would definitely grab any issue of Spawn for $5. With all the Spawn hype going around, I know a lot more people are going to be jumping on the train, so it's going to be harder and harder to grab these Spawns, so I'm just grabbing them when I can. Like I said, I don't even read or open any of these issues. I have everything in trade to read all the Spawns, but as a lifelong goal, I would just like to have every single raw issue of Spawn. But yeah, that was my last 2 weeks. I grabbed kind of a dope Ollie's mystery pack. I don't really grab mystery packs too often, but I saw the cover the issue on the front, and I had to grab it. They were just doing a restock, so I'll definitely show off that in a short or another video, so be tuned for that. And yeah, that's about it. I'm in talks. I texted my online comic book shop owner today to try and get some variants lined up, so I should be definitely in the next couple weeks having some dope like 1 in 10, 1 in 25, 1 in 50 variants for certain comics. So yeah, definitely look out for those. I'm super excited to see what they have to offer. I've been in talks with them for a couple days now, and they're finally giving me access to their online shop, so I can kind of dig through and browse through those ratios. And other than that, I hope everybody is having a great and safe weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday night. And as always, I hope you guys find what you're looking for. Be safe. Much love. Have a great day. Thank you.